quick. There we go. What's good? It's your boy TJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Live boxing show. Y'all know what it is. And got my homies with me. Got Hooray, Money Brown TV, and my boy Ty. Y'all know Ty Foster was on with us last Wednesday talking NFL. Hopefully we can bring y'all a show Friday or Saturday with the NFL as well. And go ahead and introduce yourself, Hooray, where they can find you at real quick.
Y'all know how I do. It's your boy, Mr. IOTBA. I'm from the 214. I'm on that bullshit again.
All right, Money Brown.
It's your boy, Money Brown, man. I know y'all can catch me, man. Subscribe, Money Brown TV.
All right, Ty.
We're still chilling in Los Angeles, talking some boxing. I'm good to see y'all guys.
For sure. We got a little bit of technical problems real quick, so let's hold on, see what we can get through. Let me know in the super chats and the regular chat if y'all can hear us. A little bit of technical. Yep. See if they can hear. I'm gonna see what it sounds like. Problems real quick. All right. Then we about to. It sounds like they can hear us. I'm be responding in the live chat as well. All right, we about to start off with Errol Spence taking on Lamont Peterson in Brooklyn at the Barclays this weekend. Should be an excellent fight. Look forward to seeing Errol Spence fight a guy WBA belt, his regular WBA belt, which he could have went for Keith Thurman, which people think Keith Thurman was the easier opponent to go for. And he's going for Errol Spence. We know that he was Errol Spence's mandatory for title shot at Kell Brook. But now he's turning around. He's taking the Errol Spence fight. And Lamont Peterson said about 1 or 2 fights ago he had 4 or 5 fights left. So I'm definitely think he's trying to make a Hall of Fame statement by upsetting Errol Spence. So Ty, we're gonna start off with you. How you see Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson playing out?
Who'll go first? I'll take it first.
Hey Ty, you can't hear me?
Oh,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, go ahead,
I can hear you.
Oh, go ahead. Ty, you go first.
Okay, I'll be quick. I just want to first of all, I want to put some respect on Lamont Peterson's name because nobody want to fight Errol Spence, and he said he's stepping up because he said he wants to fight people that everybody else is ducking. So I assume that Errol Spence is going to win, and Lamont Peterson might get beat up. I know he could box. The first time I ever seen him was when he boxed. The first time I ever seen him was when he boxed Danny Garcia, and everybody said that they thought Lamont won. So I'm excited to see him against Errol Spence right now this weekend. Even though I know Errol Spence is the strong favorite, he's probably gonna beat him up.
So let's see what we can get through. Spence taking on Lamont Peterson. Ty breaking up a little bit. They couldn't hear you. Go ahead, Money Brown.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm feeling Ty on that, man. I'm gonna get my man Lamont all the praises in the world. And I was thinking about this is my first time ever going against Lamont, man, ever. But it's crazy to me that the fight happened because remember when Errol was making the fight against Kell Brook. And Lamont said he didn't see this fight happen, but Lamont said he couldn't see himself fighting Errol, but he said he'll fight anybody except his brother, But that's why I say to see this fight happen is crazy, and to see my man's headbanger, man, Lamont coach, Barry Hunter saying if both of them could have choose, the fight wouldn't have happened, But looking at this fight is one hell of a fight, man. We know Lamont a hard worker, always come in shape, always gonna give you a dog fight, but right now, man, Errol is just a special breed, man. He's a special breed. I hate to see Lamont in this position, but it's business, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's boxing. They know what they signed up for. They get paid for it. I feel like Lamont, he gonna give us a good 5 rounds, man. After 5 rounds, I just think it's just gonna be all Errol. I feel like I got Errol stopping Lamont, man, around the 8th or the 9th. I ain't gonna see a knockout, but I can see a TKO. But I see a 8th or 9th round TKO for my man Errol Spence. But like I say, Lamont will give us 5 rounds of good boxing. But I think Errol should have been figuring him out after 5 rounds.
All right, Craig. Let me hear it.
Like everybody else saying, we must give Lamont Peterson credit because like Errol Spence has been calling out everybody for the past 3 years, and Lamont Peterson was the first one to step up. So we must give Lamont Peterson credit. This fight real tricky to me because I've been in Errol Spence camp for the last month and a half. I've been watching this dude get ready. I just seen the different levels that he has been going because a lot of people talk about how hard it is to become a champion. It's even harder to keep a belt. So I see how hard this man is in there working against big sparring partners. Errol ain't sparring little guys. He's sparring light heavyweights, middleweights, weights. Them the type of guys he's sparring when he's in training camp. So for Lamont Peterson, I really don't know. The last time we seen Lamont Peterson in the ring with a ferocious guy was Lucas Matisse. And Lucas Matisse was a big punch. Everybody was talking about him. The hype around Lucas Matisse was he could punch and he'll get you out of there. When Lamont Peterson went into that fight, he seemed small in that ring because it felt like he fell into the hype of what everybody was saying about Lucas Matisse. Now, what you're dealing with Errol Spence is a more ferocious fight than Lucas Matisse could ever be. Like I said, just me being analysis, I think it'll go between 4 and 8 rounds, but I'm not sure if Lamont will make it between 4 and 6.
Facts,
and I spent my piece on it. Real quick. I had some technical difficulties on my laptop, so I switched to the phone real quick to look different. But like I said, I told Corey we had a conversation about this on the private line. I told him, I said anything Lamont Peterson do at this point in his career, Errol Spence do it better. You talking about body? You talking about if he want to move, Errol Spence cut the ring off. This ain't Danny Garcia, man. This ain't Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia lacks footwork fundamentals. He can't close the distance. He don't know how to cut the ring off. And it seems like 90% of prize fighting boxers don't know how to cut the ring off. You look at all these fighters that they be the first one to claim, he ran the whole night. You look at a guy like Pacquiao with impeccable footwork, quick feet, but can't cut the ring off. That was his problem with Floyd. He didn't know how to cut the ring off. And it seems fairly simple, but it seems to be a lost art like body punching like Mike McCullum. It seems to be a lost art. If a guy likes to go to his left, step over to his left and make him go right. It's kind of like a good basketball player. He going left, make him go right. Your chances of stopping him goes up. Your ratio goes up. But some guys just can't cut the ring off, and Derrick James seems to be one of the better trainers at cutting the ring, at getting people to cut the ring off. You look at from when Jamil fought John Jackson, he couldn't cut the ring off on John Jackson, but after that, he had no more problems with movements.
Right.
So I expect Errol Spence to, if Lamont wants to move and try to move, and that's the plan he wants to stick with, move, Errol Spence is gonna hunt him down and knock him out. But if I'm Lamont Peterson, from my point of view, I change ranges. Sometimes I might be up close. When Errol get ready to throw, I tie him up, spin out, box him from the outside, put the jab down the throat, spin out, and I fight on the inside. I have to change it up constantly to keep him on balance and buy time. And hopefully he gets tired, and hopefully, by the time he figures me out, I can survive long enough and be up on the scorecards long enough to win. But I don't see that happening.
Let me add to that, CJ. I just want to say, I was just gonna say.
I got one question too.
But with Errol, you can't tie Errol up like Derrick James work on. That's why I commend Corey, man, because Corey is us, man. He the bottom. Now, I mean, he us in that gym because he asks the right questions. But when you look at Errol and you look at Derrick James and where they work out, Derrick James trained Errol for people trying to grab him. That's why you saw Kell Brook was able to wrap Sean Porter up. He wasn't able to wrap Errol Spence up because of the inside body work like that.
He was trying to tie Errol up, and Errol wasn't letting him. Errol was keeping that angle. It was
grabbing him and spanning him.
It was a guy from the Mayweather boxing gym. I wish I had that video still. He's the guy. He's like a janitor. He used to be an old trainer. He like African, old boxer.
You talking about Carlton? His name Carlton.
He was talking about what people didn't notice in the Errol Spence versus the Lamont Peterson fight was the fact that how Errol Spence adjusted, and he fought at a perfect distance, and he changed his shot angles, and Kell Brook wasn't able to try to grab him. And if you look, Kell Brook was trying to grab him. That's the death.
Yeah, but like if you listen to Derrick James, they already worked on like when Kell Brook was trying to grab, he grabbed and he turned. That's why every time you look in a Kell Brook and a Lamont Peterson, Kell Brook and the Errol's fight, every time Kell Brook tried to grab him, Errol hit his ass to the body and he'd turn him. He'd push him back or somewhere you couldn't grab him. So like Lamont Peterson, and I was gonna say like Lamont ain't gonna have no chance but to try to fight Errol. Because if Errol and Triple G fighters that try to move from them, bro, it look like they even get better because they know how to cut the ring and hunt you down. Like they got that heat seeker pace that I call it, man, where they know They know how to track you. Like, it don't matter where you go, they go track you, bro. And once they track you, it's gonna be that much more dangerous because they coming in with a jab, and Errol coming in with a jab, and he coming with something behind it. And especially if he had his distance where he get all his leverage on his punch, that's how you go feel it.
Yeah, I agree with that too, but we got to say, I'm not saying that it's not possible that Lamont can grab him up and tie him up, but Lamont is a better inside fighter than Kell Brook. I will say that.
Oh,
100%. But I think he's physically inferior to Kell Brook's strength to hold as well, so you make a good point. So, Ty, what you had to say?
You think